Hi friends, happy Thursday. Just wanted to let all of you know how great it was to see all of your Earth projects yesterday. I hope you enjoyed making them for Earth Day and learning a little bit more about our Earth. As you guys grow up and you learn more and more, my hope is that as you learn more and gain more knowledge, that you will come to a point where you really appreciate our Earth and want to take care of it. That's the whole goal for Earth Day. So hope you guys enjoyed those lessons. I enjoyed seeing all of your guys' projects. You did an amazing job with those. Today, I want to take this lesson just one little step farther. So for this lesson, this was science when we were talking about water and land on Earth. It was also social studies, talking about maps. It was math, where we're talking about more and less, with more water, less land. And today, oh, and I shouldn't discount art. It was also art because you got to make an art project with the painting and the cutting and the gluing of the paper. So it really is an all-in-one lesson. Today I want to add one more piece to this lesson, and that is writing and also reading, because in the writing that we're going to do today, there are a lot of sight words that I want us to practice. Okay, so in my life science book, I turned to the very, very back, and there's just some blank pages. And so I just ripped one of those out. If you want to use your own paper, you can do that also. And we're going to write a little message on the back of this paper, and I will send this to your parents more closely so that they can see the words that we're going to put on the back end of the sentences. But these sentences, there are 3 sentences in all, and they are full of sight words, and I specifically chose these sight words so that we could practice them. So it says here, first sentence says, this is a map of the Earth. Do you guys see some sight words in there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Do you see the 5 sight words? So with my yellow crayon, I'm going to highlight, it's this is a of and the. And I want to remind you, what good writers do is that they always start sentences with an uppercase letter here at the beginning, and they always put spaces between their words, okay? So when you guys are writing your sentences, make sure that you are paying attention to that when you're doing your writing. Also putting a period on the end of this sentence. The next sentence says, it has 7 continents, and we learned about what continents are. Those are the 7 chunks of green land that we put on our maps, and 5 oceans. And we found out that our Earth is filled with water, most of it salt water, most of it ocean water that we can't use. So there are 1, 2, 3 sight words in this sentence, and we're going to highlight those yellow also, and it's it has and. Okay. So, oh, and I should also mention that the word map, M-A-P, is a word family word, and I hope that you're able to see my highlights. I don't know if you're able to or not with this paper is very, very translucent. Let's try this. See, does that make it better? Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. All right, and then my third sentence is, this is a sight word that we're going to have in the next couple of weeks. It's T-H-E-R-E. There is more. There's our math word more. Water and less. There's our math word less. Land. And more and less, I think, was in our chapter number 2 in math. And this is something that you're going to have to be able to know going into first grade, more and less in quantities. So we haven't done there yet, but I'm going to count this as a sight word. So there's 1, 2, 3 sight words in this sentence. So I'm going to highlight those ones yellow also. Okay. All right. And at the bottom, I just put by and my name and then the date. And I put today's date, April 23rd, 2020. Oh, and I should tell you, to get this black line, I just used my map and I just set it down on top of the paper and I just kind of traced underneath the rim of my plate just to get it like to match the plate as best as I could. And you can do a circle, or it doesn't matter. You could just do a square if you want to, just to fit on the back of the plate that you guys made the map. Okay, now there's one more thing I want to talk to you guys about, that when you are making maps in social studies, you want to make a legend. And a legend tells you what things that are shown on the map. So at the top of my writing space here, I left a space because I'm going to make 2 words up here. And I'm going to start by putting a square, and then I'm going to write W-A-T-E-R, and then I'm going to make another square, and I'm going to write L-A-N-D. So do you know what those words are? W-A-T-E-R is the blue on the map. It is the water. And then L-A-N-D is the green on the map, and that is land. And then inside these squares, I'm going to color them to match our map. So our water on our map is what color? Do you remember? It is blue. So I'm going to get my blue crayon and I'm going to color this box in blue to match like this. Do you see that? So the blue on the map is the water. And then what color am I going to color this square box right here next to land? What color did we make our land on Earth? We made it green. So in this box, I'm going to color this box green. And this green that I chose here is a very, very, very light green. So I hope you guys can see this. I couldn't find my darker green. Can you guys see that, I hope? It's a very light green. So this box should be green for land, and this box should be blue for water. Then I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm just going to cut around the perimeter of this. And this paper that I took out of the science journal is pretty thin, pretty flimsy. If you have other paper at home, you're welcome to use that. I just was trying to use what I had. And then I'm going to take my writing and I'm going to take my map, I'm going to flip my map over, and I'm just going to glue this right here on the back of my map. Okay. So in 2 days time, oh, and I want to make sure that my map is facing up when I put my writing on. And then there's my writing on the back of my map. So this one project, I love it because it is social studies with mapping skills. It's art with the creation of the map. It's science with water and land and earth. It's math with more and less. And now it's writing and reading, guys, because there's so many sight words on these sentences. See that? So I'm going to send your families a picture of the words that I used. I want you to practice those sight words. Those are words that you should be able to spell and read. And then our science, our social studies words are continents and oceans and earth. And then we've got more and less for math. But everything else is something you should be able to hopefully read and write. Okay, so this is our project for our writing lesson for today. And also for today, I'm going to read to you guys the book When Daddy's Truck Picks Me Up. It's about a little boy and his dad. And in this book, the daddy is a truck driver, and he uses a map to see where he's going to go. And you can see that kind of down here at the bottom of this first page. So he has to read a map so he can see where he's going to drive to. And in the story, he travels all over the land. So he goes, let's see, he goes over over some land here with the fields, and he's going over some hills here, and he's even traveling near some mountains and valleys. So as you listen to this story today, and here's some water too. Here's actually like a gorge or where there's some water down here, and he's going across a bridge here, so there's land and water in this story too. So as you guys listen to this story today, I want you to think about the geography and what the landforms are, where the daddy is traveling, and then you guys are going to answer some questions here in your closed companion book that looks like this. Okay, and we're going to be on page 85 and 86. And then for math today, this is one of our final lessons on the shapes that we've been learning about. So we're going to be working in our homework book for today's lesson, not the regular worksheets that I sent home, but in the homework book because I like these pages better. And we're going to open up to page 121, and there's a chart in here, and one side says the flat shapes and one side says the solid shapes. And then when you turn the page, on page 123, you'll see a bunch of shapes in here, and some are flat and some are solid. So I just wanted to go over these with you before you do them today. There's a triangle, a globe, which we just learned about, a cylinder, a bowling ball, a box, a roll of toilet paper, a circle, a hexagon, two squares, a cube, and a triangle. Can you guys see that? And some of these shapes are the flat shapes that have no dimension to them, and then some of them are solid, meaning they have some inside part to them. So you're going to cut these out, and then you're going to sort them. And sorting was, I think, our chapter 4 lesson in math this year. So you're going to cut those out. You can color them if you want to. I know some of you will want to. And then you're going to glue them. If they're a flat shape, I want you to glue them on this side. And then if they're a solid shape, I want you to glue them on this side. Okay? So I hope you guys have a great day in your classes at home, and enjoy the activities and work that I have planned for you. And I can't wait to see the projects that you send me later today. All right, you guys have a great day.